What is Camp Nowhere about? Synopsis reads, Unease fills your body as you make the journey to the camp you're going to be spending your entire summer at. You brush your feelings off as nothing. You're just being overly paranoid. When someone turns up dead the next morning, you realize your feelings weren't misguided at all. Do you think you can save your new friends from the killer on the loose? Or will you all succumb to the same fate? I'm gonna tell you right now, them bitches are on their fucking own, alright? Friends? No. No. Features. We play the first 3 days at camp. We get to choose our own pronouns and name, which is pretty cool. 2 love interests. Who are the love interests? I admittedly, I haven't, like, even really... Like, I think I see them. Okay. Well, there's multiple characters, so I don't know which one's which. I don't know who can I smooch. 17k words per route. So it's about an hour, 2 hours of gameplay, but when we're streaming, it's about like 10. We got an original soundtrack that we're hearing right now. So funky. I can't wait to hear the rest of this. If you open up with this banger, the rest of the music has to be great. Yeah, it's essentially like a Friday 13th inspired like visual novel. And now it plays a goddamn fucking ad. Go fuck yourself, Twitch. Hey, what I was saying earlier, oh, ad's gonna play in a minute. 2 minutes go by, ad doesn't play. But yeah, I am a huge fan of horror, and I actually do like Friday the 13th. So let's get started. Oh, get started? Oh, okay. I'm gonna turn down the text speed. I actually don't, personal preference, I don't like when the text is all there, displayed all at once. I kind of like the when it's like shown a little bit, you know, like, yeah, it's like, it's a slow crawl, you know. I like when it's like slowly displaying compared to like, oh, suddenly boom boom boom, you know, especially like when it comes to horror games. For me personally, I just want the tension to slowly build along with the text. Thanks for calling Camp Nowhere. We can't make it to the phone right now, but leave your name and the reason for your call, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks. Just leave your name for the answering machine. Why do I have crushes on fictional men? Cause real men suck. No offense to the men out there. You know, no offense to the people who identify as male. But just an overabundance. You know. Okay, who's gonna die first? I wonder. Me. Here's the thing. I have told people numerous times that if I'm not the first to die, I'm gonna die like probably middle of the road, like middle half, you know? I'm gonna be the one that like just, I don't know how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die like the stupidest way possible. Probably not even to the kill. I'm probably just gonna break my own neck somehow. Like tripping. I told people first to last. And see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you're the last one to die, it's usually the most tragic death. So you want to aim for the last death. Because when you're the first, you're kind of like, you're going through, what is it? Rigor mortis or something? Where your body's slowly decaying and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't, and because people are not going to find you for a few days. You don't want to be the first death because when people come upon you, you're going to look fucking ugly. I'm second. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't think I'll be the final girl, to be honest with you. Pronouns at point 2. Might as well leave those. As well, so we're she, her, he, him, and they, them. I like when a game, if it's an option that includes pronouns. I'm a she, her. Final girl, Christy. Listen, I'm unlike most final girls. I'm not gonna make it out. I'm telling you right now. You sat there until you knew. Question mark had gone. Huh? Oh, by the way, guys, how's the audio and all that stuff? Because yes, 2 days ago, my mic filters were complete ass. Because you guys know how I like to scream. My normal volume is just like actually really loud. So a lot of the time, my audio would cut out as like I'm laughing or something. Let me know if it's like it's good. If it's good, you guys can hear me above the game and like there's not a lot of cutting. If there's not a lot of cutting, we're doing good because I had to mess with the filters a little bit. Final victim would suck though after all that trauma and grief. Exactly, Bull. We have so much trauma. By the way, hi Bez, how are you doing? I'm very excited to play your game after this one. Was your life supposed to restart? Would you even remember this moment in a few years? You suppose this would be a hard one to forget. Ooh. You jolted awake thanks to the sound of the morning radio and your dad's rushed footsteps coming up and down the stairs. Ah, typical dads. Heavy-ass footsteps. Yo, rice really cooked. do have to turn it down a little bit in my ear though. Because it's just... I just want to hear myself. I'm so conceited. You hear a knock at the door? Kiddo, you awake yet? I've been trying to wake you up for 30 minutes. Did I stomp around the house loud enough? He let out a hearty laugh as he slowly opened your door. Hey, sleepy. He stopped mid-sentence, walked over to the center of your room, and pointed to the pile of clothes and empty duffel bag on the floor. I'm going to pretend I didn't see this. Oh no, of course Christy packed her suitcase. Not having anything packed less than an hour before we have to leave the house would be so silly. Of course she didn't do that. You're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good, Baz. I'm glad. See, that is actually me. I leave packing for like the day before, like the night before. I don't know why I do that. Because the thing is, I have it set in my head what I'm gonna bring. It's just a matter of putting everything together. I'm like, you know. And then I usually forget something like my retainer or something. Your dad sighed, chuckled to himself a little, and walked over to you. He gave you a big hug before he left the room. But my dad does the same thing, though. He packs last minute like I do. I take after him way too much. You hopped out of bed and picked up your duffel. God, there was so much to pack. Yeah, how do you pack, like, all of that stuff into a single duffel bag if you're gonna be gone the entire summer? That's like 2-3 months worth of clothes? No. I can't do camp. I cannot do fucking camp. I would rather die. Because the thing is, I do not want to be in some hot ass some hot ass old building with no AC. Cannot do it. And especially with people I don't know, some of them I know are not going to shower. No, ma'am. There's not enough time to pack. Just shove whatever inside. Forgetting something important is an option. There's enough time to pack everything. I'm going to say the latter purely because I know this is a horror game and we kind of want to make sure we have everything. Like, what happens if we need to pack our pepper spray or something? Oh. I wonder if you pack whatever, you just kind of, you get a random assortment of items. What do I want? A Walkman? Makeup? I don't wear makeup, so I'm not gonna take those. Hiking boots? I think hiking boots would be actually really important to have. Repellent? Yes. Binoculars? Yes. Bring pepper spray? Yeah, you're going to bring pepper spray. Dude, I have pepper spray, actually. I had to take it a couple times to Boston and to... where else did I go? Pennsylvania, just in case. I mean, I've been around Boston. I went to school there, so I kind of know, the his haps. But where I was staying at the time, because I went for PAX East last year, I was staying like the shady. I stayed in downtown Boston, downtown Crossing. If you've been there, it's really shady, especially at night. It's already kind of quite the place in the daytime, but at night, ugh. Yeah, no, you don't want to be there. And I had to take the red line back, which is again like a kind of sketchy line to be taking. So I had pepper spray with me. Ooh, Polaroid camera for evidence. I like that, Bull. I like that line of thinking you're going down. Also, by the way, Nightbot's finally fucking here. I finally remembered how to work Nightbot. I was like, none of my commands are coming out. None of my, messages are coming out. But the Walkman, that's the thing. I think we have a lot of things that are pretty good for evidence, or some self-preservation. The hiking boots, I feel like, are very important if we're gonna be walking a lot. Because, listen, I have flat feet, so I walk 2 steps, I'm done. I'm done for. My feet start aching. So hiking boots are very good for walking long distances or something like that. Because I know we're gonna have to do that. And if we're running from somebody, we want some really good boots. Repellent, get the people out of my face. Binoculars, I think, are really good to try to see something from afar. The thing is, do we also want to take the Polaroid camera, or do we want to take the Walkman? Same stands on concrete, dies, and it is so rough having flat feet. I swear to God, absolutely hate it. So I am deciding between the Polaroid and the Walkman. What are we feeling in chat? Do we want to listen to the jams and be completely oblivious to our surroundings? You could flash the killer. I could. Or do we want to the Polaroid for evidence? Bullet says Polaroid. My God. But hear me out. Hear me out. That's the thing, marshmallows are so good. That's gonna like really get us some brownie points with people, you know? So I'm thinking, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by his toe. If he howls, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Marshmallows. We're going marshmallows. Bullet, you have to like Polaroid. Okay, now okay, we have 2 for Polaroid, so we have to go Polaroid now. Sorry, no. We have to go Polaroid. We have to take pictures together. So yeah, okay. Bez and Bullet said Polaroid. Sorry, spend maybe another time. Why do we only take 4 items though? That's some bullshit. How small is a duffel bag? You finished packing as you picked up your now slightly heavier duffel. You spotted your dad outside your bedroom window. It didn't take long before he noticed you and began honking the horn. You gave a nod and a mocking snoot and hurried downstairs. Watch Chrissy die from low blood sugar. No! I have too much Dr. Pepper within me for that to happen. As you hopped in the car, you did one last check through your bag. You're going to be gone all summer. You want to make sure you had everything. Everything all right, kid? Everything's okay. Lie. Everything's okay. That's the truth. I'll feel a little apprehensive, I guess. Honestly, I don't. I'm gonna say I feel a little apprehensive. I feel a little apprehensive, I guess. I haven't been away from home since college, and that didn't... Wait, how old am I? So I'm like 21, maybe? So, am I a camp counselor? That would make the most sense. And that didn't exactly pan out. I guess I'm just nervous, worried. 25. I am 25. I am 25 IRL, too. Gonna be turning 26 in September. Kiddo, this isn't going to be like college. That place wasn't for you, and that's okay. I'm so proud of you. I think it's normal to be nervous. And, I mean, you've not met any of the other counselors before, right? Yep, so we're a camp counselor. Yeah, September 18th, 1998. I'll always remember that year. I love... I find it funny that my birth year was also the year Leon S. Kennedy just had the worst time of his life. Same year. Let me... After a few weeks, I'm sure you'll feel right at home. The further away from the house you got, the more memories of your own camp experience came flooding back. It was only one summer when you were about 16, but still you had a blast. Yeah, that's rough, buddy. That's rough. Sorry, Leon S. Kennedy had to go endure Raccoon City, but you know what? A really good thing happened in 1998, and it was my birth. You'd hope that this summer could help you escape from overthinking about dropping out of college. Even if it only stopped for the time you were at camp, at least that would be something. You've been down this road so many times over the years. Usually it was filled to the brim with snow. You and your dad would drive this way to the diner and grab a hot cup of cocoa and a Danish. That was your tradition. Maybe on the way back, even though there's no snow, you could ask if the pair of you could do that. Reminiscing on the past didn't seem to make the time pass any faster, nor did overthinking the future. At least you and your dad were both in the same boat. Both had those first day jitters. Your dad was starting his new job as park ranger in the forest nearest to camp, which helped you a bit, at least if you ended up hating your fellow counselors or the kids. You've got an escape and someone to talk to. Ooh. See, why would you go to camp? Why would you? My thing is, why would I come here? What kind of vibe do you get from a place called Camp Nowhere? Absolute fucking dread, that's what. I would not go to Camp Nowhere. No, ma'am. That's a recipe for a disaster. After trying to fall asleep in the car, your eyes shot open as you noticed the looming sign, Camp Nowhere. A feeling nagged in your mind, telling you this wasn't all it seemed. Me thinking of Courage the Cowardly Dog, yeah, I'm gonna be like, that's what I'm gonna be doing like 2 seconds. Once I see the killer, I'm gonna be Courage. I got that dog in me. We were talking about this Wednesday, about the kind of dog I have in me. I said a pug, but honestly, I have Courage the Cowardly Dog in me. But that dog is too relatable. I had this feeling ever since you applied. Your mind loved being pessimistic, but you tried to see the good in this place to keep the cynical thoughts at bay. You had read a little bit about this place in the paper before applying, but there wasn't much information in the ad, mostly because this year was the first year it was up and running. I highly doubt it with that old-ass camp sign. There weren't many pictures of the place, only minimal information on the camp leader and the mysterious owner funding it. Yeah, we do. Oh my god, yes, we do. Sven, we need to get another piece of art like that. Before you and your dad could finish grabbing your luggage out of the car, you hear a voice nearby. Welcome to Camp Nowhere. I'm Takashi, and you must be one of the new counselors. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm Christy. Hi there. I'm Christy's dad, Eric. Nice to meet you. That is not my dad's name, but we'll go with it because this ain't supposed to really be me. The pair shook hands with the camp leader, Takashi, helped your dad with your duffel. Sorry for the flash, guys. I just want to turn it down a little bit more on stream. I'm the camp leader or manager around here. I'm just here to oversee things and make sure everything runs smoothly. Right, so let's take you to the cabin. Let's see, right here. Ah, yes. Okay, you're in cabin Cedar? That's the cabin with all the counselors here. Not only is it the biggest here, but it's got the best views. Oh, we're gonna be using our binoculars really nicely. Meanwhile, Chrissy in another universe. Yeah, this is the multiverse, guys. You didn't know? You didn't know? Take a bed by the window if you want to experience a great wake up tomorrow. I don't know if I want to take a bed by the window, because what happens if I come face to face with a killer? Then again, if it's on a ledge, if it's on a cliff, then I won't have to mind. But here's the thing: anytime I'm in like a horror scenario, and I look out a window, I feel like I'm gonna relive that moment in the first Halloween, and then the 2016-2017 remake or movie, where you look out the window and you see the killer right then and there, just like, damn, bro, get out of here. That Chrissy video gaming cinematic universe, yeah, there's a me in every timeline. Unfortunate for so many people. As your camp leader led you to the cabin, you finally had a chance to notice your surroundings. The scenery was incredible. Of course, the mountains weren't new to you, but the dense forest surrounding the camp was so serene. Is that the Nowhere Man? Yeah, I'm like, oh my god, is that the Nowhere Man? With his red eyes. The anxiety and panic you felt earlier drifted away, and you felt so at peace. It was so calm. Your mind went elsewhere for a minute, but you were brought back to reality thanks to your dad poking your shoulder and excitedly pointing towards your cabin. You quickly scanned the room, and it looks like 2 beds had been taken already, but there were 4 left over. 6 people in this cabin didn't seem so bad, especially considering the size of it and the fact that the outdoor bathroom was nearby. The 4 remaining beds were... Ooh. Oh, hell no! Nope! Here's the thing. No. You don't get a bed. I prefer to face my door, so I know who's coming in. Like, my bed is literally by the window, and then the foot of the bed is facing the door. So I like to see who's coming in. This right here is death. I will fucking die. I'm good. So I'm gonna choose... What if you had the killer come at you in the window? Oh my god, don't! That's true. What else I do? Oh shit. See, am I taking the top? Like, which one am I taking? Top or bottom? Bunk. That's a thing. And then I have this one where I have the ladder to utilize. I can fucking hit a bitch. Boom! Climb up this! Yeah, I think bunk bed would be more aerial view of the killer. Yeah, true. And the killer can't easily get me, because I'm on a bunk bed. Because if I'm on the top bunk, he's gonna have to do a little bit of work. But then I got this, like, the ladder for defense, like, it's a weapon. Yeah, it's between these two, honestly. But I feel like I'm gonna fall off. See, that's the thing. Whenever I have the option to take the top or bottom bunk, I always want the bottom bunk, so I know my stupid ass would fall. Which one do we want to go, guys? Number one, or number 4, which is the bunk bed? Ladder or bunk bed? I wonder who I'm gonna be sleeping with, though. Hi, Square. How are you doing? That was not a perfect harmony whatsoever. My god. Number 4. Hey, Bold says number 4. Span, what do you say? You're doing good. That's good. I'm glad you're doing good, Square. Welcome to the stream. We are currently at Camp Nowhere, basically, if you watch Friday the 13th, Camp Crystal Lake, so I'm about to die. Yeah, and I can jump the hill, like, bam, from the top, fucking bonk! Hold my own wrestling moves, you know? You know, I think I'm convinced. Let's go you pick the top, yep. I don't like that it's, like, asking me to, like, are you, like, actually triple dog sure? Are you, like, super duper sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Don't make me second guess myself. I do that every day. Alright, I'll be heading back to the main hall. Holler if you need anything. See you around camp. I'm wondering how the bed choice, like, affects the game. Because I have a feeling you chose the one by the door? Sure you got the fan, but you're gonna die, bitch. You wave goodbye to the camp leader and walk to your side of the room. So they remember you're going to be meeting 5 new people in the span of roughly 12 hours. At least 2 beds had already been claimed, so you wouldn't be meeting all 5 people at once. As soon as you picked out your bed, your dad walked over to it and began sizing it up. Don't give me that look. I'm just checking it's the same as the rest. Don't want you to have picked the short straw or anything. Of course, you brought up a tape. What the fuck? He brought a tape measure? So extra. I love it. Of course, he brought a tape measure with him. You weren't surprised, not one bit. Well, is there anything else you want to do with me here? I'm going to head off in a minute, kid, but I can stick around for a second if you're dying to show your old man something. Who knows if I'm gonna die in, like, I'm gonna say it's gonna be weird without you. It's gonna be weird without you this summer, you know? And it's gonna be weird without you too, kid. I'm only a call away, alright? You'll be okay. I love you. You and Dad hugged for a long time. It seemed like both you sort of needed at the moment. It wouldn't be too long before you shared one of these again. Nonetheless, it was a good send-off. You finally let go and your dad walked out of the cabin, but before he left, he did a mocking salute to you, and you quickly returned the favor. Boom! So cute. You heard voices outside the cabin, felt a bit of a panic. You thought it was one of your new cabin mates, and you hopped on your bed and hid yourself whilst also sort of trying to eavesdrop on the conversation outside. Whoa, is that really you? Wow, it's been a while, huh? How you been? Who? Yeah, it's me. It's been a while. No, I'm good. Hope you've been good. Yeah, I've been good. Me and Chrissy have been really good, yeah. Yeah, but no, listen, we're surrounded by trees, but we definitely have shit cell service. You couldn't exactly tell if it was one of your new campmates outside, but realized it sounded like your dad was talking to someone. You quickly looked out the window and noticed your dad was now hugging this mysterious figure. Who did he know here? Had he been here for the same amount of time as you did? How did he make a friend? While you were in the world of your own, you didn't notice you were in full view. Dad spotted you staring, pulled a funny face. He waved to you as he walked away from this mysterious person. Waved back and then you started unpacking your stuff. You pushed your bag too far under your bed to reach it. You've got to get a little dusty to get it back out. You heard the door to the cabin open. Ah, so it is you then! I thought so. That voice sounded familiar. Too familiar. It couldn't be the person you were thinking of, though. You two hadn't seen each other since a long time ago. You know hiding in your bed will make me disappear, right? You bashed your head underneath of your bed as you shuffled out. Oh shit! Ow shit! You can. Chamandra? I'm gonna quickly look this up because I do not wanna. All right, guys, hold up. We're gonna hear how to say this. How do we say this name?
Chamandra.
What?
Chamandra.
Chamandra. Okay. All right, guys, we got it. You okay? That was quite the bump. No, yeah, no, I'm fine. I see you've maintained your clumsiness. I thought for sure you would have gotten used to it by now. No, I think I'm stuck like this forever. Yeah, well, I just wanted to say hi and all that. You look different. I mean, I guess it's been a few years, so I shouldn't be surprised. Different how? Different bad? No, different good. Definitely different good. Okay, Jamindra. Okay, they're swooning me. But hey, what can I say? These genetics aren't half bad. With your face as red as tomato, Chimindra laid down on his bed to begin reading a book. God, he always used to get under your skin, usually to annoy the living hell out of you. Never like that before. Your face slowly returned to its normal color. It did take a while, but eventually got there. Next time, I'll make you blush. Like this. See how you like it. Your body filled with embarrassment as you quickly realize what you just said. Without waiting for a response, you quickly left the cabin. As soon as you closed the door, you noticed Chimindra with a shocked look, blush covering his cheeks. Yeah, listen, I got that riz sometimes. You quickly whipped your head to face forward as your face started to slowly become red again. Fresh air would do good. Less time to read too much into things. You need to get to know your way around camp anyway. Watch it. Huh? I'll be so confused. The girl bumped right into your shoulder, but you let out an angry snarl. So did she. She obviously didn't notice you. She was headed straight for the cabin, and of course she just hugged. Chimindra, it's fine. Who cares? You decided to make your way back to the entrance. Hopefully you could avoid another bad interaction that way. Oh, no, not a clearing. Oh, but the music's nice. Okay, at least the music's nice. You couldn't quite find the way you wanted to go. You got all turned around and you were heading pretty far into the woods. You weren't so sure this was the way anymore. I'm gonna call for help. I'm not dying. Hello, is anyone there? I think I'm lost. He called for help, but you heard nothing but the echo of your voice getting lost between the trees. The further you walked into the forest, the more annoyed you became at yourself, though, because you already gotten lost and it hadn't been a full day yet. Need a hand, little lamb? Need a hand? Little lamb? Who the fuck is talking to me like that? You heard a voice call from further in the woods. You didn't recognize it, but that wasn't a surprise right now. Follow the sound of my voice. Can you reveal yourself, dude? Disembodied voice? Don't call me little lamb. I don't like that. God, is that you? Follow the sound of my voice and you'll find out. Oh, no, what? The mysterious voice continued talking, and although it was helping, they weren't saying those comforting sentences. Yeah, what the fuck? You were getting closer, and the voice became quieter as you closed the distance. I think he's gonna scare the shit out of me. I think I'm almost there. Oh, hello. Who are you? You walked into a clearing in the woods and noticed the mysterious voice packing a bag. Yo, what is up, Ian? How you doing? You actually did it. Maybe you won't need a leash. I'm Larnie? I'm Larnie. Don't expect me to help you out again. This is a one-time offer, lamb. She's lamb. Okay. Larnie picked up her now fully packed bag and started walking away from the clearing. Chillington, how we do? I'm doing pretty good. It's fucking Friday, so you know we're thriving today. It's about to be the weekend, even though I'm gonna be doing some work this week because I work remotely, you know. But I'm just happy it's fucking Friday, you know. I had some Popeye's chicken earlier. That was really good. That hit the spot. Let me tell you. Do you need me to tell you to follow me? You quickly hurried behind her and continued to follow her back to camp. You and Larnie made your way back to where you started. It didn't seem so confusing now you were getting out of the forest, but it was only day one, so you had plenty of time to get lost again. Oh, we're back already back. Thanks for leading me back here. Take this, you're going to need more than anyone else here. You stashed the compass into your pocket as you looked up and noticed Larnie had walked off. It's a Filipino name. Ooh, interesting. Nice. The interaction could have gone a lot worse. It seems like the two of you might get along after all. You decided to try out your new gift. You need to explore camp anyway, so what better time to use it? The sun was setting. Oh, somebody's gonna die tomorrow. Well, I was gonna die in day 3, but I really do think they're probably gonna die tomorrow. Or die tonight and then I find them tomorrow. The sun was setting, but you knew there was a lake somewhat nearby. Don't go to the lake! Oh, that's where the killer is! They drowned in that lake, you know. You spotted on your way in. You thought it would be nice to watch the sunset, especially by a lake. See, here's the thing. I don't know if anyone watched the new Evil Dead, like the most recent one, where it started off with the girl, a random chick already possessed by the demons or whatever, and And they're at, like, a remote area by a lake. So, here's the thing. It's either gonna be Jason, aka a killer like Jason, or we're gonna have, like, some demonic kind of lady about to, like, kill me, you know? And rip my scalp off. Why didn't I kill someone in-game tomorrow today? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, common Popeye's chickened out. Yeah, exactly. See, I got the spicy chicken. I always get, like, I used to get their tenders, but I was like, oh, look, it's kind of like mostly batter. You know, it's barely any meat, so I decided to get their number 4, their 3-piece, and it's pretty good. It's actually usually pretty good. The what is it? It's the thigh. I think it's the thigh. It's a lot of sometimes it's a hit or miss with the thigh. It's like either it's like actually decent or it's just way too dry. And you need to soak that thing in hot sauce, you know, which I already like hot sauce with my chicken, but you gotta really soak that thing in hot sauce sometimes because I don't know what it is, it's bone dry. Oh my god, Ian, I love the Popeye's chicken sandwich. I tried it a couple times. I was apprehensive about it because I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. So usually, like, I don't usually just get regular, I don't usually, when it comes to my chicken sandwiches, I usually get buffalo chicken. Like, it's coated in buffalo sauce. Like, I don't usually get like, oh, okay, here's a fried chicken, and then you have a little bit of sauce on top, and then a pickle. I was like, okay, I mean, it's probably not gonna be that good, but it was actually pretty good. I was like, you know what, I like this. I had it a couple times. I might have to try it again at some point, you know? I can definitely see why people lined up hours just to get that thing at launch. Look, I get being adventurous, but if you're in a new area by yourself, it is a death flag. It really is. This is like, I don't know, if I'm in a new area, I would rather go with people. Like, if it's a city, different things. You're surrounded by people, but if you're in like a desolate area like this, you do not want to be exploring by yourself, even if you have a handy dandy compass like your fucking door, the freaking explorer, you know? Someone died over that chicken sandwich? I heard about that. People are some people are not all there. I'm just saying. If you and your dad couldn't watch it together, you could at least choose not to watch with a bunch of people you didn't really know. I think I would rather do that, though. Just to guarantee my safety. Motherfucker, it is dark. Beautiful background, though. I will say the backgrounds have been really nice. But motherfucker, it is dark. You better wish upon a star and hope you don't die. You finally made it to the lake with no issues. You wonder if your dad was watching this at the same time. He'd be home by now, back from work, sitting on the back porch with his lemonade. Like, I got my lemonade too over here. You hope that you were watching the same sunset. At least if you weren't actually together, this would help you feel like you were. A few tears slowly fell down your face. You didn't really know why, but you got a little emotional. Maybe it was watching the sunset and watching this day fade into the next. It all felt too real. It was probably just homesickness. As you watched the lake calmly ripple with a slow breeze, you heard a few voices behind you. It sounded like people were gathering up at the camp together. You thought you had better go introduce yourself to the rest of the group. You wiped the tears off your cheek and got out your handy new compass. It really was a useful gift. Okay. We're good. No way, you actually used the compass. I'm honestly kind of impressed. I am, albeit a little surprised you didn't need rescuing. Okay, Larnie, that was a one-time experience. That was a one-time thing. All right? I'm not gonna need your help. You spotted that person from earlier, the one who told you to watch it. She was laughing at Larnie's joke. Were they really friends? Great. You walked over to the fire pit burning away and you took a seat. Oh, hey, I'm Moose. Moose is dead. Damn! Why would I ignore them? Hi! Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Christy. My name is actually Masato, but everyone just calls me Moose. It's nice to meet you, Christy. Alright, well, you guys all know me. I'm Takashi, your camp leader. Has everyone settled in all right? Have you guys all introduced yourselves? Actually, that person hasn't. I haven't gotten a chance to chat to her yet. Oh, thank you, Valerie. Of course the bitch is named Valerie. Of course. Has anyone met a decent person named Valerie? And if you have, they're a rarity. Because all the Valeries I've met have been bitches. Okay, Kirsty, would you mind standing up and introducing yourself? Valerie pointed straight in your direction, didn't even try to hide that smirk that formed on her face. Rats, so this is how it's going to be. You can't exactly back out now, not since the camp leader called you out. It's like ripping off a band-aid. Do it quickly. Oh, well, Hi, I'm Christy. Nice to meet you all. I'm not gonna start shit. I'm not gonna be petty. Nice to meet you all. It was the first day. You didn't have the energy to think of a comeback. That didn't mean this feeling sucked any less. How much longer would you have to be sat here? You could just feel Valerie's eyes pierce down you. You kept avoiding her gaze, looking every which way that wasn't where she was. You noticed a few people walking away from the campfire. It seemed like the perfect opportunity to leave and get back to the cabin before Valerie. I hope she dies. I'm just saying, I hope she dies. I am! That's new. It is new lore. It is new lore. Listen. I'm not afraid to start shit. Not even with myself. I'll start a mess. You got up quickly from the stump of a scene. You did a quick little jog to catch up to the pair ahead of you. Oh, Dina. Oh, I love her. She's kind of looking at me a little creepily, but you know, she's pretty. Oh, hi. I'm Dina. I'm Lori. It's cool to finally get a chance to chat and properly meet. Me and Dina were camp counselors at Raleigh at another camp before this place. She used to act pretty much like that to me as well. Don't worry, it'll be alright. We've got your back now. No, the bitch one most always ends up being resourceful and helpful. True. I mean, and until dawn. Well, who was that girl that said, 4.0 bitch, smack? She was actually kind of useful. She was actually kind of useful character. But she was actually just iconic because she said that line. Like, that line lives rent free in my head. Like, that entire scene. She was just trying to get Larnie's good books. I don't think it's working all that well, though. Ooh. Oh, shush a second. I hear drama. Dina turned you to face the fire pit. All you could hear was, seriously, Val? What gives? Oh. Why are you acting like this? Chrissy didn't even do anything to you. Gag me with a spoon. How you say their name again? Chamindra. I gotta remind myself real quick, sorry. Gag me with a spoon, Chamindra. Damn. Alright. Well, be sure to do that. You and Dina and Lori giggle as the three of you walked back to the cabin. Maybe your time here wouldn't be so bad after all. You got all in your beds and continued giggling as you reminisced on the passing conversation. The conversation and laughter drew to a close as the others slowly fell asleep. You found yourself once again staring up to the stars. Although you had to strain your neck a little bit to see out the window, it was worth it. Oh man, our neck's now fucked up. So because we didn't select the bed by the window. The sky was so clear. Being so far into the woods meant that you could get such a clear view of the sky. If these next 2 weeks were so terrible, at least you would have this moment. As you continued watching the stars, the day continued to move on. As minutes passed, your eyes became heavy. You took one last look before you closed your eyes for the night. That night I dreamt of... Who did I dream of? Hold up. Water clearer than you'd ever seen, sand that was perfectly smooth, and the sun shone brightly onto you. You walked closer to the waves and let them wash gently over your feet. This was happiness, wasn't it? The feeling of being so totally at peace. Here's the thing, I just want a beach. No, it's making me think of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 with Nami. My heart still hasn't recovered. my husband. My God. Oh no. The feeling of being totally at peace, nothing could disrupt you. You looked out to the ocean and noticed a figure, someone out there. You pulled your arm up and began to wave with so much ferocity, you smiled as you did so. You wanted them to know how happy you were. Maybe they were happy just like you. The masculine figure got close to you and waved back. A smile soon came after, and it was bright as, if not brighter than the sun above you. This moment soon became much better, one you would hope to never forget. Okay, cock-a-doodle-doo to you too, lady. Good morning. Is that like a rooster? You jolted out of bed as you woke to the ruckus not far from your cabin. Who's dead? As you got dressed, you kept hearing the scream, although now it didn't sound like just one person anymore. More were discovering whatever it was outside. Who was dead? It is so Valerie. It is so fucking Valerie. You didn't know what it could be, but you tried to think of things it could be as you jogged towards the panic. A bear, maybe? No bear will be causing that much of a ruckus. Was there a fire overnight? Had something burned down? Oh, what happens to camp counselor Takashi? Nothing else you thought of seemed urgent or alarming enough to warrant multiple shrilled screams. The closer you get to the group, the more noticeable that smell is. Oh, God. You try to ignore as you approach the crowd of people huddled in one spot. The smell was almost unbearable at this point. You spotted Dina and Lori amongst the group. You tapped on Dina's shoulder to ask the fateful question. Before the words could even leave your mouth, you finally notice. There's a body, not a fox or a bear, not a mouse or a hare. Okay, Dr. Seuss. Now it's not the time to be rhyming. But as a person, it's Takashi? Oh, shit! Every part of yourself feels paralyzed, unable to move. The feeling is strange, unlike anything you've ever experienced. A whole person was dead on the floor. Someone that was so full of life and had color to their skin and was now pale and covered in nothing but splatters of red. You felt sick to your stomach at the sight, unsure what to look at. To decide to look at the group of the horrified faces of the lifeless one on the floor wasn't helping that twisted feeling in your stomach. Lori turns to you with a look of shell shock, her mouth dried as she attempted to speak. Yeah, true, yeah, they're usually killed first. What the hell? What the hell? Oh my God. Okay, let's breathe. We need to calm down. Calm down? Calm down? How the fuck do you expect us to calm down when there's a dead person on the fucking floor? You watched the tension grow sharp. Valerie eyed Dana almost like she was crazy for even saying something like that. Because we need to figure out what to do. We can't do that when we're all freaking out. For someone that seems so completely surprised by this, you're extremely nonchalant. Oh, don't be going pointing fingers. Come on, you're not Detective Benoit. You better calm down, lady. Where's the evidence, huh? Where's your damn fucking evidence? How do we know you're not the one that killed him? That's such an asshole move. Like, why are you pointing fingers? The group grows quiet, eyes wide as everyone looks at Lori with a fearful expression. Lori raised an eyebrow at this before clearing her throat. You know, Valerie, instead of blaming people without evidence, why don't you actually go do something about it? Oh, like call the cops maybe. If anything, how do we know you're not the one who killed Takashi? Oh! Oh! I need to get like a soundbite that says, oh! Valerie's brow pinches, her lips pursed in a thin line as she stifles her scoff and turns to gaze away like an admonished child. Guys, let's take a step back. It's not going to help anything we start fighting. I'm just saying. You watch as Valerie pursed her lips. She let out a defeated sigh as she turned around and walked off to the cabin, slamming the door behind her. It was silent again for the next few moments before Dina spoke up and pleaded with a wary expression. Let's call the cops. You nodded as you hastily patted your pockets down to try and get a, almost burped, feel for spare change. Oh, change! The shakiness in your hands was still prevalent as Chimindra gently tapped you on your shoulder. Hey, I don't think you need any change to call 911. You're all good. Oh yeah, shit. Oh yeah, is that actually a thing? You don't, like, if you're calling from a phone booth or something, you don't need that? Huh. You hurriedly made your way to the nearest payphone with Chimindra following in suit. You quickly dialed 911. 911, what's your emergency? Hello? Yeah, what's the emergency? There's been a murder at the camp I'm staying at. You heard the scribbling of a pen before the officer spoke again. Okay, can you give me additional information as to where your camp is located? It's called Camp Nowhere. Oh no, please, if you guys get here as soon as you can. Oh no. No, are you serious? An eruption of laughter bursted from the phone. It wasn't just the cop on the line that seemed to be getting a good kick out of this, but his coworkers could be heard cackling in the background too. What were they laughing at, to be exact? Was this some kind of sick joke? Oh, right, Camp Nowhere. Why don't I just send my entire squad down there right now? You looked at Chimindra, eyes furrowed and face full of disbelief when you realized they thought this was a joke. He looked at you confused, unaware of what was being said on the call. I'm not lying. There really is a dead body here. You have to come right now. Hey, listen, kid. Call when there's an actual emergency happening, not a prank, okay? That would not fly in real life. You have to go down there no matter what, you know? Oh, man. Fucking ACAB. This is an actual emergency. The call ended before you could get another word out. Hello? Hello? What kind of fucking cops are these? Holy shit. Out of pure frustration, you slammed the phone back onto the holder. You groaned, brushing your hand across your face. Are you alright? You looked at him with defeat. Why am I not like, oh... My nose, man. It does this every time. Chimindra looked at you with a tilt of his head and patted you on the back. I just don't get it. It's so... He paused to try to find the right word to even describe the situation at hand. Morbid. It's so morbid how this could have all happened in one night. You stared at the ground, lost in thought. Trust me, if I was able to tell you exactly what really happened, I would. He timidly rubbed the back of his neck as he thought about what happened. With your lips pursed, you look at Chimindra with a grim expression. The fact that we don't know means that it could be anyone. Anyone? What do you mean? Anyone here could have killed him at this camp. There was a moment of silence that casted over your cabin mate. His eyes slightly widened, his expression showing visible signs of horror just hearing that. It was almost as if he didn't think of that ever being an option. He gulped as he took a second look away from your stare, processing the new thoughts that were now plaguing him. He looked back at you. Who do you think it could be? I don't fucking know. I don't want to point fingers. I don't have enough evidence. I have actually nothing. I have nothing to go off on. You shrugged at his question. You could tell he was reluctant to ask, though you could barely blame him for asking. The summer was supposed to be relaxing. It was supposed to take your mind off of things. But it was turning to something you could have never predicted. I don't know. We just can't be too trusting. Yeah, you're right. We should try to call the cops again after breakfast or something. Maybe we can get their help, finally get their help after another try. Oh my god. First off, the name Camp Nowhere is... That's what I was saying earlier, Bull. Like, who would name their camp Camp Nowhere and just, like, expect good things to happen there? You know what I'm saying? From the call you already had with the cops, you weren't sure if they would be useful at all. They never are in horror movies. They never fucking are. But to reassure him, you nodded. As much as that hurts to truly admit, you had that small amount of hope that maybe, just maybe, you were wrong. Yeah, let's go. The walk to the mess hall was mostly silent, apart from the crunching of gravel underfoot as you follow the path in front of you. You can almost feel the anxiety coming off Chimindra, but you don't know how to ease it. Hell, you don't even know how to ease your own. So, I wonder what's for breakfast. I hope it's not meat. You can hear a little grumble from him, a strange smile as he gets his hand over his stomach. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it down. Whatever it is, I'm not really hungry right now. Yeah, sorry. After everything that just happened, I'm here asking about food. You see his eyes go wide. No, I mean, I didn't mean to. I just feel you're okay, honestly. Right, yeah. Just shit, dude. I don't know, my whole head's a mess. Chimindra managed a strained laugh. Can they call it Uber Lyft? Doubt it. If we have, like, the thing is, we had to use a payphone. I don't think we got cell phones here, actually. Because, listen. Okay. Hear me out. Think about earlier. We had a fucking Walkman. A Walkman was an option. That's not usually a common thing you would bring or have on you in the modern day. I'm sure people have Walkmans now, but not that I'm really thinking about. Well, probably back in the day, you know, before mobile phones, and if they had mobile phones, it was those really thick ones, those like ones that weighed like bricks and you had to pull the antenna out of it. Yeah, no, I don't think we got cell phones. Plus, we had like an option for a Polaroid camera, so yeah, I don't think we have one, you know. I don't think Uber or Lyft are things right now. He catches your arm before you make it up to the steps into the mess hall, an almost pleading look on his face. Yeah, we were like, why don't they just call somebody from their mobile phone or call an Uber and get the fuck out of there? Then we realized, wait a second, we're in the like 80s or 90s. That ain't a thing. That ain't a thing, babes. Hey, I know this is big and everyone is kind of reeling from it, but do you think we can just sit there and not talk about it for a little bit? Just for breakfast. He looks so distraught as the words leave his lips, and you take a breath before slipping your arm from his grasp to give his hand a squeeze instead. Yeah, we could do that. Thank you, Christy. You see some of the others in there already, but everyone is quiet, sitting there picking at their food, pushing bites around the plates around with their forks. You're not the only one who feels a little sick at that thought of eating, you suppose. You don't get to stand there for very long, picking at your sleeves. Lori walks up to the two of you, plates in her hand. It seemed that she'd taken on a sort of role, at least for the time being, of making sure you all took care of yourselves. Come on, you two should eat at least something. You two should eat something at the very least. Oh, I don't know if I can. She cuts him off before he can stumble through a refusal. Just try. The plates are set into your hands, and they're warm. A hot, cooked breakfast sitting in the middle, and man, you're actually pretty hungry. They glance over at Chimindra, giving a little shrug and a smile. Shall we? He's quiet for a second, then sighs, nods, and looks to you to choose the table. Yeah. Oh yeah. Breakfast is a fairly quiet affair. You had promised Chimindra that you wouldn't talk about the murder, but you couldn't stop thinking about it, even if you were silent. Yeah, look at that hairstyle. Yep, it's definitely, yep, 80s, late 80s or early 90s, yep. It's like you could sense how antsy you're getting on the whole thing, because as soon as you step outside the mess hall and back into the warm summer sun, he turns to look at you with a sigh. Alright, tell me what you're thinking. You go to open your mouth, but remember what he had asked before breakfast, and remember the look on his face. Are you sure? I'm sure. Thank you for double checking, though. He gives you a sweet smile, and you have to clear your throat for a moment as you look away. Well, I was just thinking that if he was the first victim, only victim. Let's not say that. Because if somebody just murdered Takashi, you can probably assume they're gonna murder more people. Because you're in a small, remote area, you can kind of get away with it. Plus, because it's so few of you, eventually somebody's gonna find out you're the killer, and you're gonna have to kill them, and then you're gonna kill any more witnesses. No, babes. No, babes. He stresses like he's trying to speak it into existence, giving you a near imploring look. Right, the only victim. Anyway, wouldn't it make sense to check out his belongings? Sorry, you want to break into the camp leader's office? Yeah, he's fucking dead. What is he gonna tell me? No? Fuck? I mean, is it really breaking in? Christy? Don't Christy me. Don't Christy me, Chimindra, alright? I'm gonna break in there. I'm just saying. No, I mean, you know what I mean. He chews on his little lip for a second before sighing. Alright, someone has to keep watch, but I don't want anything happening to you. Careful, or I think you might have a crush on me. Chimindra parts his lips, his eyes widen. He's silent for a beat, looking at you before clearing us out. Christy, it's a little wine this time, and he's got what looks to be the cutest pout on his lips as he looks back at you. You're a menace. There's a grin on your lips, and drain the little dust of pink that settles over his cheeks. He's pretty cute like this, you know? If I said sorry, would that help you feel better? No, it wouldn't! He sits behind you, putting a hand between your shoulder blades and guiding you forward. Just go. You can hear his whine again, flustered and frustrated as you laugh. You take a quick look around as you approach the office, not wanting to get caught snooping through Takashi's things. After his murder, it would pin the blame on you if you weren't careful. Oh my god. Here, the door's already unlocked. Chimindra ushers you inside, and as you pass through, stepping into the office, sunlight streams through the windows, dust passing through the rays as they close the door behind you. For the most part, things look fine. Nothing abnormal, but then again, you weren't sure what you were even supposed to be looking for, or how to go about looking for it. How did they do in those detective shows you'd seen on TV? Chimindra takes a few steps in, looking as out of place as you feel. His arms fold over his chest as he turns back to face you again. Well, this was your idea, right? What do we do? You look about the small office. There's a simple shelf just under the window with a small collection of plants growing. Okay. The soil looks dry, and you wonder where they had last been watered, but they look well taken care of. There's a small cabinet with glass in the front doors, providing you an easy look inside, mostly empty apart from a few simple knickknacks that Takashi had inevitably picked up from other camps he'd worked at prior. Towards the back of the room was a sizable but simple desk with a few drawers and a worn-out window, what the fuck? worn-out chair sitting behind it, a bookshelf sitting just beyond it against the wall, and to the very left of that was a large green filing cabinet. We should? Okay, usually, if you want to be super duper nosy, you gotta check the filing cabinet. Get the deets on everybody. So I'm gonna do that one. Oh yes, that's where they find all the incriminating stuff in those detective shows. You're such a nerd. Sorry, who's willingly playing detective with me again? Touché. You grabbed one of the silver handles of the filing cabinet to give it a good tug. Almost immediately there was a shrill shriek that pierced the air around you, breaking the silence of this moment. Chimindra immediately turned to look at you, eyes wide, a finger to his lips as he shushed you. That wasn't me! That was the filing cabinet! Well, hurry up and grab whatever you're digging around in there for, because now I'm paranoid that someone heard that all the way on the other side of the camp. It wasn't that loud. I think my ears are bleeding, Christy. Dramatics. You mumbled as you dug through the filing cabinet. Chimindra took up a post by the window to keep watch. Nothing was really worth taking, though. Just files, old papers about camp and expenses. You spotted yours and Chimindra's applications. You desperately wished you had time to read those. Unfortunately, Chimindra was ushering you to hurry up, looking almost stressed out as you continued to check out the cabinet. People are looking this way and talking. Hurry up! Just grab something that looks good and go. Let's go. No one to be caught. You got the first thing that looks different from the loose papers. A notebook of some kind? Tucking under your arm, you hurry to Chimindra, grabbing his arm, pulling him to the door. Alright, let's bounce till we get caught. I wouldn't do good in prison. Yeah, same, actually. You might look good in orange, though. Oh my god, shut up. After taking a quick peek through the door to make sure the coast is clear, Chimindra ushers you outside, quietly closing the office up behind him and hurrying up after you. I'm surprised it wasn't locked. I'm surprised the filing cabinet wasn't locked. Both are usually locked in horror scenarios. You put a good distance between you and the office before you finally slowly come to a stop. Looking up at him, you're silent for a beat. Slow smile curling up your lips, and then you're chuckling for the two of you leaning against each other in disbelieving laughter. I can't believe we did that. Me neither. We make a good team though, don't we? Chimindra chuckles and gives you a little smile, eyes crinkling at the corners as he does. We really do. Feels like we're kids again, sneaking into the little parties and get-togethers your dad held and hiding under the table to steal the snacks. Dude, he totally knew we were under there, I think. They all did. We were not that quiet. Not at all. It was a good time, though. He really was. You glanced back down at your hands at what you hoped would be some kind of clue. So, what do we do with this? Should probably put it away for now. I'd rather find a time to look when we can be sure we're alone. Good point. I'll put it with my things back at the cabin. Maybe? Chimindra pauses and looks at— Why are you licking your lips, bro? I should put it with my things. Why? It's quiet for a beat. It's obvious that it's not ours, and it's probably pretty obvious where we got it. If they find it in your things, what if people start blaming you? But what if they find it in your things and start blaming you? Christy, please. He levels you with a serious look and you pause before sighing. Alright, just hide it good, okay? I wish I had a choice here, actually. I will, promise. You get back to the cabin together and you watch Chimindra open his bag, tucking the book under layers of clothes, while giving you a smile. There, that should do it. I feel like some of the backgrounds come in like a little too late. Like I felt like the cabin background should have came in maybe 2 lines before this one, or before 2 lines before this. But that's just a small nitpick. He takes a breath before gesturing to the door with his chin. What do you say we make an appearance with the others before they start making assumptions? Oh, before they start assuming we're making out, so we're like, So what? Anyone thinking I'm dating you of all people? That is so fucking rude. That is so rude. They're going to think we're dating. Oh, they're probably going to think we're dating if we keep spending all this time alone together. All this alone time together. You see him falter for a moment, freezing as his hand stops just before the doorknob. His voice breaks and he clears his throat. Dating? Wow, I didn't think of that. Chimindra clears his throat, his gaze shooting back to the door. He seems awkward, as if what you said put him off. Did you make things awkward? Sorry, that's probably really weird to think about. No, not at all. You see him visibly swallow, like he's trying to fight down the words that he wants to say. His fingers curl into fists that uncurl, and he wipes them on his pants with a breath. I mean, Pat, I've known you since we were kids, and even if we haven't talked in a few years, I don't think it'd be that weird with you at all, is what I'm getting at. You part your lips to speak, a warmth flooding your cheeks, but he's spinning back to the door before you can react, pulling it open. Anyway, let's get going before they wonder where we are. The rest of the day passes in a far more of a blur than you'd imagine it would have. You meet up with the others, going over some of the things you already know, keeping a little investigation with Trimindra a secret. No one else needs to know what you'd got up to, or that you dug out of the office. You'd like to try and try to be civil with everyone, but the tensions are already high, as though no one fully trusted the other. All you knew was that you, despite just reconnecting, implicitly trusted the boy at your side. Yeah, I did. Eventually, when tempers and voices began to rise between Lori and Valerie, Larnie finally stepped in and reminded everyone to cool it the fuck off. Yeah, and Larnie is the real one. I love Larnie. Still tense and irritated, those two had gone their separate ways, with everyone breaking off shortly after. It's really late by that point. You, Chiminder, slipped off back to the cabin for some quiet time alone. He draws himself up onto your bed. Well, yeah, I was gonna say, take your motherfucking shoes off. Nasty. I hate when people get onto my bed with shoes on. No. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. Kicking off his dirty shoes before crossing his legs, settling with a heavy sigh. If we can't stop being at each other's throats, we'll never figure out what's going on here. Yeah, that was intense. I didn't expect people to get that angry. Well, we just lost someone important. I think everyone is really high-strung. I'm not trying to hold it against anyone. You're a good person, you know that? Chimindra gives you a slight smile, glancing at you from the corner of his eye. You think so? I try. It's obvious. Did we though? Yeah. Did we? It's obvious. You treat everyone so kindly. Everyone likes you. You're just a really nice person. He looks a little shy at your praise, a soft smile on his lips, before he reaches out to gently take your hand. I'm glad. I always tried to be someone you could lean on. Growing up, I think that always stuck. I like making you smile. I like making people happy. It feels good. Yeah! Oh my god, Sky! Hi! We're gonna be playing a game after Bez's game, which is the game after this, so it's gonna be the third game we're playing on stream. Hi, Sky! Welcome! Originally, I was gonna play your game first, but then I'm like, Sky's probably not even gonna be awake. They're probably not even gonna be awake yet. So, good thing I saved it. Good thing I saved it. How are you doing? How you doing? He always made me happy. His gaze softens for a moment as he locks it with yours. Oh, shit! Oh, what am I feeling? I feel so. It gives your hand one more squeeze before letting go. Silas, he leans back onto your bed, placing his hands behind his head. So what now? I don't know, but after what happened earlier this evening, it's pretty safe to say I can't really trust anyone. I just thought about how I trusted you. What happens if Chimindra is the killer? I am going to cry. No! Good, I trust you too. He rolls onto his side, propping his cheek up with his hand. How about we just keep trusting each other then? And no one else? Well, what do you think? Yeah, I'm cool with that. Me and you? Rad, me and you. Is there anyone else we should keep an eye on, you think? He hums, rolling back over it again to stare up at the sea. Here's the thing though, didn't we just got discussing, hey, maybe we should, like, Larnie just start, I don't think it was Larnie. Oh my god, it was somebody. Fuck! I need to see the sprites again. But didn't we just we discussed earlier today that, hey, maybe we shouldn't point fingers at each other because we don't really know what's going on. We have no evidence. Valerie, yes, Valerie brought it up. Just making breakfast with this in the background. I was eyeing at this feeling because it was, yeah, I was eyeing it because, like, horror mystery, very up my alley. It's very rare actually to get like horror themed Josei, whatever, however you fucking pronounce that, and Otome entries. And just in general, actually, not even entries to the jams, but just in general, get like horror mystery mixed with romance. It's so rare. I want more! Give me more! I don't know. I just think everyone is a little high strung, like I said, but I don't think we should trust anyone right now. Valerie especially. Something about her. Oh no, it wasn't Valerie. Valerie was the one accusing people. It was somebody else saying, hey, we shouldn't accuse people of murder. Cause she accused the glasses girl, hey, you're a little too chill right now. You definitely killed Takashi. Listen, Sky, so when are we gonna make a horror otome game? When are we gonna make a horror otome game, huh? Looks back at you eyes wide as he takes in your words. Christy, I mean, well, well. Sure, I see where you're coming from. I'll agree, but we might be jumping the gun just a little. I've known her for a few years now. Still, I can't really say I fully trust her anymore either. I'm a little worried too. I do have ideas, so maybe sometime. Exactly. Good. I'm trying to believe that she's a nice person deep down. Oh! Hello, princess! How are you doing? How you doing? I'm here for you. Here for it. Oh my god. Shit. Ooh. Here's the thing. I definitely feel like the second option's gonna get Chimindra a little riled up. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're just playing Camp Nowhere, having fun. Somebody died. Fun times. Fun times. Yeah, I'm gonna say let's not be a bitch. Yeah, exactly. I'm the type, like, even if I hate somebody, another person might not feel the same way about that person as I do. So why do I want to be the one to cause a rift, you know? Unless they did something absolutely heinous, then none of my business, you know? I'm gonna say the first one. I'm trying to believe that she's a nice person deep down. That's right. I just want to agree that she's just high strung, like you said. I'm trying to believe that she's a nice person deep down. You see him smile at you, a gentle gaze as he turns his head to face you. You know how you said I'm a good person? You are too, Chrissy. That was a really cool that was a cool thing for me to say. Oh my god. The papery textures of the goo. Yeah, I love the paper textures of it. It's really nice. No, feel free to go off, Sky. Listen, you're the gooey. Listen, you're an artist, but you're also a gooey artist, so you have a good sense of these things. I'm just like, hey, yo, that gooey look cool. That gooey is fine. Oh, yeah? Well, thank you. I guess I just want to believe that she's not all mean girl as she's trying to be. No, I get it. She doesn't come nasty to you. So you trying to see this from her perspective is really big of you. Well, damn, now you kind of make me blush. I'm still a little wary about her, though. Chimindra laughs and it lightens the mood a little. Honestly, that's a perfectly normal thought to have. I think at this point, I'd be more worried if you weren't worried about someone. Before the two of you can talk much longer, when are we gonna start fucking macking, bro? When are we gonna start kissing? Lori and Dina walk in, giving you two a look. Getting cozy? Her voice comes out like a teasing tone, and your face warms with an embarrassed heat. Lori gives a playful grin, turning to your bunk before getting ready for bed, as Dina does the same. Chimindra doesn't quite meet your eye, and you notice a dusting of pink on his cheeks, too, as he sits up from his spot on your bed, glancing down at your lap as he turns to you. I guess that's our cue to do the same. Like I said, the mean girls are always the most resourceful and reliable when push comes to shove. Mostly. Yeah, mostly. We'll see. We'll see if she, like, you know, leaves me to fend for myself. She just, you know, like, I feel like she might, like, depending on how we treat Valerie, she might be the one to, like, push me towards the killer as she runs. Like I'm bait or something, you know? But I feel like that's, like, highly dependent on how we treat her. If she were to survive this endeavor, you know? Good night, Christy. Good night. Your gaze settles on his back for a moment as he walks to his own bunk before you shake yourself out of it and you too get ready to end the night. When you finally tuck yourself into the bed a short while later, you struggle with keeping your eyes closed. Flashes of tay continue to flicker across your closed eyelids, refusing to leave you be. Your body and mind can't stay awake forever though, and somewhere in the middle of the night you eventually succumb to your exhaustion. I'll save my words later. It's a sunny day when you wake up, so now we're on day 3, baby! Beautiful bright. The sky is blue, birds chirp and sing outside the window. It's picturesque. And then you see Takashi again. Oh no! Oh, the dead body! The light seems to go just a little dimmer, the sky a little less blue, and no matter how hard you squeeze your eyes shut, no matter how many times you try and tell your brain to shut the fuck up, it doesn't work. You still see that same lifeless body of a person who had seemed so full of life. It was a lot to digest, and fuck, you weren't sure what you were supposed to do now. Years of a very intense therapy wouldn't ever be able to help you with this. You take a deep breath, run your hands over your face, scrub at your eyes. They're a little sore, a little blurry, and still so heavy. What you wouldn't give for 5 more minutes. Maybe the next time you open your eyes, this would all just be a bad dream. But then a throat was cleared on the other side of the room, and you forced yourself to sit up. Wherever they had held, it was something you had to get a handle on, even if you felt like everything was tearing apart at the seams. Shimindra is leaning against the doorway, a hand scratching at the back of his neck. It's kind of odd not to see him smiling. Sorry. I just saw you shifting around. I figured you were awake. I hope I didn't wake you up. It's a little weird to have you watch me like that. Should I remind me what they were gonna do with the body? Don't they have a freezer at this campus? Yeah, what are we gonna do with the body? Hold on, the body's just laying there. Shouldn't we preserve it? But then again, if we touch it, wouldn't that like ruin the crime scene or something? Wouldn't that like taint the crime scene? That's a good question. Cause watch the body not be there. Watch the body not be there. Fucking watch. I was already opted. No worries. I was already up. Don't worry about it. Thank you though. Shimindra offered you a quick, friendly little nod. God, good. I'd feel awful I interrupted your beauty sleep. Oh, are you saying I need it, Shimindra? His smile widens a little more, almost secretive. Now, Christy, don't go fishing for compliments. His smile faltered only a little bit as he rubs his hands on his pants, brows furrowing as he remembers why he came in here. He clears his throat again, rolls his lips over his tongue. Okay. His gaze focused off to the side. You follow it, finding a spot on the wall, a stain, and he busies himself by rubbing at it with his thumb as he speaks. Everyone else is awake already. We're all sitting outside trying to, I don't know, think of what to do next. It's kind of driving me crazy. He laughs a little, an awkward chuckle. I don't know what to do. I'm not sure I like that. It's strange not feeling, I don't want to say in control because it's not like that. More like sidelined. He gave another breath of laugh, and a strange smile that didn't reach his eyes. Sorry, we're going through and I'm making it about me. You watch as he runs a hand through the back of his hair, then takes a breath. Anyway, are you ready to go? Yeah, I'm ready. Do you mind if we skip the whole meeting going on and check out the entrance first instead? Why? Shimindra looks at you almost confused. I mean, we can, but why? Is there something you're thinking already? You shift, your lips twisted in thought. Where are our campers? Oh, fuck! Yeah, we're supposed to have kids here! Oh shit, I forgot about that. People got murdered and everything. I forgot. We're supposed to be camp counselors. Oopsie. Maybe they got murdered as well along the way. Poor kids. Shimindra opens his mouth and closes it, and you watch the little pinch up his brow, and you almost want to smooth the space between them with your thumb, like, eeh. An instinct that you quash as you sit on your hands. They were supposed to be here. Yesterday, you said in unison. Shit. Oh, hell no. What the fuck? Is the path to the camp blocked now? Is the killer working with Mother Nature or something? Like, was there like a rock slide and now the path is blocked by a bunch of rocks? Or a tree? Watch. Fucking mark my words. Mark my words, people. We both paused for a while and then he looked at you and nodded. That's a good idea. Come on, let's go. Maybe somebody will show up and we can get a message out since no one else is listening to us. You head out together, passing by the group that speaks in hushed, whispered tones, as if they have something to hide, secrets that they don't want to share. But perhaps that's just your paranoia from yesterday talking. You come to a stop under the sign, a little old, kind of rickety. It creaks when the wind blows, and you wonder briefly if that would be considered a hazard. Oh, it's gonna come into play later. Oh, it's gonna come into play later. Foreshadowing! You shuffle side to side in your slippers, wrapping your arms around yourself in your pajamas, waiting for anything, really. A bus, a car, hell, a bicycle would be a welcome sight. You're not sure how much time has actually passed, but Chimindra glances at his watch now and again, and you see the frown lines around his lips deepen a little more each time. I think it's time to call it. They're not coming. Well, why aren't they coming? You furrow your brows, pursing your lips as you look down the empty road, seeming far more eerie than it did on your drive in. Picturesque scenery had become oppressive, suffocating. Do you know anything about it? Were they supposed to be coming? Supposed to be coming? Chimindra shrugs. As far as I know, they're supposed to. You don't think that those bozo cops actually made a call to the parents and said to keep their kids home, do you? But that wouldn't make much sense. Why would they do that but not come over here to investigate, especially if they thought this was a joke? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Look back down at the dusty road again. Do you think they were ever coming in the first place? You mean, like, there were no registered campers or someone just brought us here, or... That would be so fucked. Like, what? Then let's hitchhike. We have hiking boots. We do have hiking boots. We bought hiking boots along, and actually, we don't have our marshmallows, guys. I was gonna say, and we have marshmallows to keep us full for a little bit, but no, we bought a fucking Polaroid camera, so we can take beautiful pictures along the way at least, and probably eat those. I just realized, I'm like, oh, the marshmallows. Nope. Got a Polaroid and motherfucking camera. Shit. I don't know. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but I have no idea what's going on. Something feels off, though. No. Oh my god! Ah, it's... Yo, Splitty, what is up? No, come back, Splitty. Oh my god, no. my baby. My boy. How you doing? Hey, the poor... No. No marshmallows the whole time. Listen, that's not my fault. Okay? That's not my fucking fault. We had to come together. This is democracy, after all. We live in a democracy here in my chat. We may not live in a democracy anywhere else in the world, given the current state of things. But in this chat is democracy. I asked the chat, hey, what should we bring along? And the majority said up the Polaroid camera. So, don't blame me, blame the people. Hey, the Polaroid, it helps us in the case of evidence or selfies. True, yeah, like you said, true, boy. Like, yeah, true. Is that like Foop? Is that Shinken's? Yeah, it's Shinken's emote. Sus. I need to make a sus emote. At some point. I want to make a sus emote. I don't know. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but I have no idea what's going on. Something feels off, though. If you tell you what, how about we head back, you get dressed, and we can do some digging together. Didn't we just do that yesterday? How much more digging can we do in this, like, shady-ass camp? You give me a grateful look. You give him whatever. I don't know what the hell I just said. You give him a grateful look as he attempts to help your mood, and there's a warm tinge of pink to his cheeks as he looks away. Would that help? Oh, yo! I might go falling in love with you if you keep this up. Look at you being all Prince Charming. I might go falling in love with you if you keep this up. Oh, there's a startled noise, his gaze darting to you as he almost stumbles over his feet. Oh, no, he's definitely gonna break his neck. He's gonna die that way. He's gonna pull me, because that's how I would die in like horror. And anything like in any horror scenario, I would die not from the killer, but because I tripped and broke my neck. A shy little grin on his face as it warms under your teasing comment. Damn, Chris, you sure know how to make a guy feel special. Yeah, I do. Hair flip. Is there a reason you're out here trying to make me blush like a dumbass? Maybe I just think you're cute when you do. He chokes out a little sound of surprise, but he can't stop the grin that flashes across his face. I'm gonna have to start getting you back, you know? You can't keep making me like this and get away with it. Oh yeah, you gonna start calling me cute too? Is it okay if I do? Yeah, bro! Yeah, do it. Make me feel good about myself. Oh, you weren't expecting that. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Alright. He gives you one last crooked little, silly little grin before the two of you continue down the path again. The last thing you want, though, is to bump into Valerie, but of course you end up doing exactly that. Yeah, cool. How are you always somehow perfectly in the way? How come you're always somehow perfectly a bitch? Her face screws up in irritation, but you catch a hint of something else underneath it. Panic, maybe? Fear? You can't tell, but it's enough to warrant suspicion. You don't want to believe that one of your counselors is the killer, but at this point, you can't be too careful. You look at her a little wary and wrap your arms around yourself. I don't know, it's a little weird that you're always sulking around. She looks ready to tear you a new one, so you press on before she can get a word in edgewise. That probably comes in handy when there's a mystery to solve. Did you see anything last night? Like what, Christy? Maybe a personality? There's a warning in her tone, a thinly veiled betrayal that's ready to spill over if you push too much. Oh, damn, okay. Alright, come on, don't tell me that you of all people don't already have your nose in it. I don't know. Strange, anything unusual? Did you see someone that seemed out of place at the time? Or might have been acting strange? If I say that, she's going to point to me because I have been hanging out with Chimindra a lot lately and not with anybody else. So that is a little sus. I definitely think if we don't want to poke the bear and not have any shade coming our way, we should say the second one. I don't know. Anything strange? Anything unusual? Valley, this fucking bitch. Valley almost laughs and amused with curling her pretty features. And she rests her hands on her hips. Are you serious? She looks over at Chimindra, not even trying to hide her glee at your question. Really? You see Chimindra frown as he smooths his hands out his pants. Just answer the question, Valerie. You want me to answer? Fine, I'll fucking answer. We're in the middle of nowhere. A camp counselor just wound up dead. We're literally trapped all alone up here because no one fucking believes that we're in any trouble. And now you two fucking losers are going around acting like you're an episode of the fucking Miami Vice. Damn, okay. Snap. Her voice breaks and Valerie takes a deep shuddering breath, combing a hand back through her hair. Dead? Yeah, dude. Our boss is dead, dude. And there's no kids around. They were supposed to come yesterday, but they didn't, and they didn't come today. So maybe we got set up or something. I don't know. So you two can do it with the hell you want, but everything already that's strange and unusual. Everything's already strange and unusual around here. Val gives you a look with pursed lips as if contemplating saying something more, but she turns and leaves you and Chimindra to your own devices before you can get much further. Well, that was something. That doesn't narrow anything down at all. Everything is still up in the air. Yeah, hey, wait, is that? You follow his gaze and watch a strip of fabric flutters to the ground as from Val's pocket. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be free next 2 weeks if we don't die. You know, if the killer doesn't show up again. You follow his gaze and watch the strip of fabric flutters to the ground from Val's pocket, landing neatly on the path. If Valerie notices she doesn't stop continuing on her way as you and Chimindra exchange looks. It kind of looks like, oh no. He trails up, but you both come to the same conclusion as you crouch down to pick it up. It's a very familiar bandana. I think I remember this, didn't Takashi? The memory seems so inconsequential. It was just part of Takashi's outfit, his regular attire. And yet, somehow it sat in your hand from Valerie's pocket. All this for a $10 salary. All this for $10 and a stick of gum. You and Chimindra shared another look. You've been doing that quite a bit today, you found. We should get back to the cabin quickly so you can get changed before we tail her. I can't believe we're actually going to, like, tail this bitch. $10 dues a day. No, $10 for the next 2 weeks. That's it. That's all we're gonna get at the end of this 2 weeks is $10 and probably a lot of therapy. Now, how did I know? How did I know? Wait, what? Now, how did you know I was going to suggest that? Chimindra smiles sheepish. Yeah, in this economy? Oh, honey. Sheepish as he rubs the back of his head and holds his hand out to help you off the ground. Yeah, oh, yeah, get the tax out of our salary, dude. We're gonna be so broke. So broke. It's been a while, but I'd like to think I still know you, Christy. Oh, you do. He gives you a little squeeze of your hand before letting go, leading the way back to the cabin, and it felt right. Hey, are you nearly ready in there? You scrambled through your still fully packed duffel bag for your clothes. You eventually emptied the entire bag, nervous about picking the right outfit. Were you nervous because of the person standing outside your door? You didn't dwell on it for too long and picked something random. That's what I have to do. I have a sneaking feeling your bag is still fully packed, and that's why you took a little while getting ready. You both hid just enough behind the cabin to where you couldn't be seen, but you could still see anything go past. Oh shit. And right on cue, you spotted Valerie. She was nervously looking around as if she was going somewhere or about to do something she didn't want anyone else to see. There she is. What should we do? Do we just follow her? No, I think we should just let her create a gap. think we should let her create a gap between us and her. Then we can tail her, just so she doesn't spot us right behind her. How many detective shows had Chiminja watched? He seemed a little too good at this. Okay, now we go, surely. Yeah, we can go. This kind of reminds me of when we'd hung out as teenagers, just the two of us. I always got so nervous when you're around. That feeling is kind of coming back. Oh! It was as if the words came out from his mouth before you could even think. You watch his expression turn sheepish, a deep red settling along the apples of his cheeks as he turns his head away from you. You followed Valerie to the lake. She walked close to the edge and began to talk to Lorne. From the impression you'd gotten from the two, it didn't seem like they're actually friends. The two of you dipped behind a stack of canoes, tucked up on a storage rack sitting near the water. His heels dig into your toes. Bro! Back up, putting your hands on his shoulder. Putting your hands on his shoulders to push him slightly. Hey, watch it! That's my foot! Sorry, it's a tight space. We need to. Shh! He pulls you against him, pressing his hand over your mouth to keep you quiet. His back against the rack of canoes. Tucked this close, you could hear the heartbeat in his chest, rapid beneath the shirt soft on your cheek. As you sit there in silence, you can almost feel Valerie staring at the rock you'd hidden behind. Her eyes narrowed. Did you hear something? No! Fucking Ninja, make some bird noise or something. Gotta get them off our track. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! No, but just birds! Caw-caw! Come on! Would you stop being so weirdly paranoid about it? I bet whoever or whatever did the whole thing, thing is probably long gone by now. Who sticks around the scene of a murder? I guess you're right. You can just about make out their voices, and you're as quiet as you lean there. Eyes wide and heart pounding. Over the beating of his chest, you can just put together some pieces of what the two are saying. Bits and pieces of what the two are saying. Valerie's voice dipping lower, as though she's still concerned that someone is eavesdropping. If only she knew, right? Well, she does. The words dip lower, a little quiet, and you have the strain to hear. Anyway, I figured that I'll continue with my plan tomorrow night. Try and finish it up. What plan? You think you'll have time for that? You hear Valerie scoff, and you can almost imagine her flicking her hair over her shoulder again in that way she does so often. You know who you're talking to, right? Of course I can. You hear Lorne snort. Sure. Whatever. You'll understand. Just you wait. Just you wait. Just you wait. I bet. Got my smarty pants on and everything. You can hear Valerie snort, but it seems good-natured response to Lorne's playful jab. Everyone will understand after tomorrow night. Lorne and Valerie hung around together for a little bit longer as they shoot the ship before heading off. The entire time, Chiminja keeps you pulled towards him, quiet. Both your hearts eventually slow back to normal, and then finally you're blessedly alone. Chiminja holds on for a moment longer before peering up over the top of the canoes, letting out a relief sigh when he sees that the two of them are well and truly gone. Dude, I don't know about you, but I am not so cut out for being a detective. I think I'll stick to watching them on TV after this. Okay, buddy. You flop backwards, staring up at the sky and letting out a breathless laugh. That was really cool, though. Exhilarating. You feel a slight smile stretch across your lips. Tell me about it. I can feel your heart racing. Oh, do I make you nervous? You watch his eyes go wide and a warmth gleams on his cheeks before he looks away, and with an awkward little laugh. What do you mean? It's just after we had to squish together like that, I could hear your heart going a mile a minute. That wasn't... He clears his throat. You can't help but smile at how nervous he seems to be getting under your questioning. I mean, what do you expect, Christy? It's almost a whine as he gestures to you. I mean, you're you, and just really cool on night. Look, can we talk about this when we aren't dealing with a whole detective-y, murdery situation? There's a laugh that bubbles in your throat, and you grin as you stand up and hold your hand out to help him to his feet. Sure thing, partner. I mean, what do you think Val meant? Continue what? I'm not sure, but it sounds sketchy, Like, what does she have to sneak off and talk about that she can't tell the rest of us? To be fair, though, we've done that numerous times by now. That's kind of hypocritical. Like, oh, why is she doing that? That's kind of suspicious, even though we've done it ourselves plenty of times. Chimindra pauses, then gives you a teasing smile. Yeah, exactly, girl. You ain't different. To be fair, I don't think she likes us very much. Us. More she doesn't like me. She seems like she likes you well enough. What do you? He pauses, then laughs, his eyes quickly at the corners. Wait, are you suggesting that she's into me? You feel your cheeks go red and you frown. I mean, she seems like she is. Don't worry, Chrissy. I definitely don't feel that way about her if she does. Don't worry. Why would he tell you not to worry? Did he think that you... Well, you keep flirting with him! Of course! So we're going to track her down tomorrow night and stop her from whatever it is she's planning, right? Chimindra cuts you off before you can follow your train of thought. Oh yeah, let's do it. He glances down at you with a reassuring grin, giving your hand a squeeze. You almost forgot that he hadn't let go just yet. Bitchin'. I've never heard anyone say bitching before until now. Before you can relish in the moment for long, wait, why is the payphone ringing? You and Chimindra noticed the payphone ringing? Oh, hell no. No. I guess someone forgot they paid for a call. That's weird. But they're paying for they're calling a payphone. Who does that? Why would someone walk away before the call had picked up? I don't know. Should we answer it? I guess. Are you sure you want to? What if they're on the other end? It might not be them. It might be okay. I'm right here if you need me. You nod to Chimindra and the tube and slowly walk closer to the payphone. The closer you get, the more it rings, almost as if it knows. The wind picks up as you get closer to the phone. You get a little scared, mostly at not knowing who will be on the other end. Will be the person you're expecting? Do you want that? You pick up the handset and hold it to your ear. Your breathing gets heavy as you await the voice on the other end. Ring, ring. Hello? 1 ring, 2 ring, 3 ring, and 4. Is Dr. Seuss the murderer? So many people left at the camp. At least 1 more to score. Tick-tock. Can you find me in time? Do you have the strength? The guts? You slam the headset back into the payphone. Your breath was picking up as your heartbeat started to slam into your chest. You will never know if they would have had more to say, but you don't think you could bear hearing another word. Chimindra takes your hand and leads you to a log to sit down. Are you alright? Dude! Fuck no, I'm not! I don't know. Hey, we don't have to talk about it. It doesn't matter. No, I think it does matter. That was a threat. That was a threat. It's okay. I just need to catch my breath. I don't know what it was, but they said some really fucked up things. I don't know what it was, but someone was saying some pretty fucked up stuff on the other line. He squeezed your hand and tilts his chin down to lean over a little, meet your gaze. Hey, whatever it is, I'm here with you, okay? I'm not going anywhere. Take your time. Thank you. I don't know how to do this without you. Oh. Chimindra offers you a sweet, reassuring smile, and you won't have to. Was it them? Yeah, I think so. Do you mind me asking about what they said? They told me that there's so many people left at camp, another to score, and do I have the guts to find them? What if this? That doesn't sound great. Don't you think it sounds like they're going to kill another one of us? Yeah, it does. Maybe we shouldn't follow Valerie tomorrow. No, we should. She's gonna. No. We should. She's gonna get fucking killed. What? Wait. What? Why? What if that was just her calling us somehow? I just don't think I can fight. But why would she? How would she call us? She doesn't have a way to call us from here. Unless there's another phone at camp. But how would she call the payphone? Does she even know the number to the payphone? I don't think so. And how would she know that we were right there, walking back? I'm just saying, we should probably follow Valerie tomorrow. I'm saying we should just probably follow Valerie and make sure she's okay. Because she is so going to get jumped tomorrow. Not that I don't think she doesn't deserve it, because she most certainly does. She needs a little brush with death. But we gotta save her. So I feel like she's a kind of a... here's the thing. The writer in me is thinking, if we don't save Valerie It's gonna be really hard to get a good ending in this game. It's gonna be really hard. If we're given that choice, of course, to follow her or not, but I think we should follow it because I feel like that will lead us down a good path. But that's just me. I don't think I can fight her off. I'm not a hero. I can't save anyone. I wouldn't be able to live myself if... Listen, even if it is her, I don't think she's going to just come at us. And just because you don't think you're here doesn't mean you didn't save anyone. Elementary school, remember? I had no friends. You were my first proper friend. We were 4th graders, and I was that kid who sat alone during lunch. One day, this random guy texts me and starts talking to me. The first 2 weeks I ignored him. I thought it was just a stupid prank. Eventually, I started replying. Turns out it's not a prank. It's a person who wanted to be my friend. I didn't think you remembered. What, a few years of old contact between us and you thought I had forgotten about that? I don't know. I didn't know you felt that way about that year. Did you know I had no friends? Kind of, but that didn't matter. That wasn't the reason I spoke to you. I don't know. Chimindra blushes as he finally remembered your early school day, years together. It was a good few years for both of you. You didn't realize he felt the same way about the time you spent together as you did. You truly were great best friends for a while. Can we go back to the cabin? I'm kind of worn out. I need to lie down for a minute before we keep going. Maybe I can sneak in a few chapters of the book I brought with me. How about we sneak a few chapters of that notebook? Don't tell me it's that book you kept stopping and restarting in high school. Chimindra averts her gaze and looks down at the ground. It's been like 7 years. I think you ought to put that one down. No, I'll finish it eventually. Oh my god, me with like all my Steam games. Laughter ensued as you were walking back to the cabin together. A break to pretend you were in the middle of nowhere with a murderer would do you both good. Guess how many M&Ms I can throw into my mouth without catching them? Why without catching them? Because otherwise my answer is going to be low. Oh, you have no faith in me, I see! Chimindra sits on the floor of the cabin and pulls a handful of M&Ms out of a pocket. If you throw all of these at once, you're missing at least 90 of them. The key is definitely one at a time. I was going to do it one at a time. Don't worry. I bet I can be whatever your score ends up being. Oh yeah? We'll see about that. Chimindra picks up an M from the pile he collected. He throws it into the air and catches it. He decides to ramp things up and puts about 4 on his palm before he throws them in the air. The four fell directly onto his nose and eyes, missing his mouth entirely. Hold on. I just want to check something. Okay. Because usually, I just want to check the different fonts here, actually. This one's almost going outside the text box. Oh, it's so fucking funny. Chimindra laughs so hard he tilts backwards and falls flat onto the cabin floor. Ouch! You alright? Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. Chimindra took a look under the beds as he popped himself back up. He spotted something under his bed, spilling slightly out of his bag. Oh, hey. Isn't this what we found in Takashi's office yesterday? We forgot about it? Already? Huh? Dude. What the hell? How did we already forget about it? That should have been like the first thing we look at. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. You hid it so well that I even remember we found it, honestly. Huh? Okay. Yeah, I thought as much. I honestly forgot about it myself. Do you want to look through it? We didn't really get much of a chance yesterday. Yeah, might help us with tomorrow. Okay, so it looks like this is Takashi's personal diary. Yeesh, I feel kind of bad going through this. He's fucking dead. What's he gonna do about it? I know, I feel like this isn't a great idea. Well, we took it. We might as well fucking be nosy. Jeez. I think we fortunately kind of have to. Unfortunately kind of have to. Like, as much as it sucks and it really does, it's either us going through this and potentially finding something to help us, or we leave it alone and we miss something important. Yeah, that's a great point. Okay, rip it off like a band-aid. The quicker we start reading, the quicker we can stop. As you open the notebook, Chimindra scooches close to you to get a better look at the notebook. Obviously. You both begin slowly reading through each page of this diary. Each page was worse than the last. Jesus. This is so awful. Yeah, it's really personal and sad. Oh, God. I know I feel so bad. He genuinely thought he was being stalked. I wish we had some description about that, though. Yeah, like read this line. Someone's watching me. I know I wrote this before a few days ago, but now I really believe it now. I'm being followed and watched every single day, all day. Oh, so yeah, the killer was stalking him. Oh my god, this one. I don't know who owns this camp. I'm not sure I should have accepted this job, but the pay is way above the average rate. I don't know. Remember, call Sandy and ask her opinion about the job. See if she thinks it's dangerous. This poor dude, this is horrible. So why do you think he wrote all of this? Like, what led to this? I guess like the frequency of him noticing it, like it wasn't just one, it just wasn't a one-off anymore. Yeah, he's dead. Might as well take his wallet too, exactly. Yeah, and I guess the cops didn't ever help, so he had to keep a log of all the shit himself. Oh, cops being unuseful. What a shocker. Yeah, probably, but do you think someone arrived at camp before us to stalk Takashi, or they just stalked him over that one day? Them being here for a while makes a lot of sense to me, but I'm not a murderer, so I don't know. What kind of person does this? I don't know. At least we got to learn a little bit more about Takashi, even if we didn't get much information on the actual killer. Yeah, it was weirdly nice hearing about him from him. You two stayed in the cabin as the mid-afternoon sun set and the moon took its place. You two didn't really say much of anything. The next hour or so you were together, just sitting in silence was pretty nice. You realize you need to take a few steps back, a break. It's kind of been pretty non-stop the past few days. It's been pretty hectic around here. I didn't realize how much I just needed to sit in silence for a while. It's kind of nice just the two of us here. I was just thinking the same thing actually. Although it was just the two of you alone for a while, it didn't really click until this moment. I'm starting to get that type of hunger where you get nauseous. Do you mind if I go and grab some, whatever's left from the dinner? From dinner? I can bring you back something, of course. You stare at Chiminger for a little too long without remembering to answer the question. You got a little too lost in his appearance for a second there. But what? Sorry, I didn't catch that. You okay? Me? Yeah, no, I'm super good, yeah. Anyway, y'all, I'm so tired, I might just hop into bed. Okay, I'll grab you some food if there's any left. Alone. This is the first time in a few days you've been properly alone since the murder. It wasn't great, having all those thoughts running through your mind. Alone truly felt scary. You went under your duvet, as you were seeming to do a lot, and just hid, just for a while until Chiminger got back, maybe. You didn't really trust anyone else right now. Is he fucking dead? You must have fallen asleep because the next thing you heard was sort of hushed conversation, or the beginnings of one, outside the window. You moved closer to the window and crouched below, and your eyes barely opened, but if you missed this conversation, you're always going to wonder if this was the missing piece. Even with you basically pressing your ear up to the window, you still couldn't really hear much of anything. What window? You know, the window to the side. Don't worry about it. You move as close to the window as you can without being seen. Your ear was poking a little in their view, but surely they wouldn't be looking your direction. You tilt your head to the perfect angle to try and catch anything. It was hard to hear anything over the sound of the breeze rustling through the trees, the crickets and the frogs chirping their song over the grass and out by the lake. Every so often, it's like the voice pitches, getting a quality that makes your skin crawl. You can pick those whispers out of the chirping, otherwise blankets the voice, but if it leaves you more confused than before. Why would they be talking about a campfire this late at night? None of that of what they're saying makes sense. I wish when I think for this I would kind of like to actually hear the conversation, like what they're saying rather than being described to me. It's kind of a similar complaint I had with the diary. That it was like, oh, he's being stalked, but I'm like, for that one I kind of wish I got like a description or actual lines right before the player's like, oh, this is really sad, you know. I don't know, I felt like having that little bit of context before their conversation would have been nice. And for here, I kind of want to hear what the actual voice is saying rather than be like, okay, so this is what's being said through description. You hold your breath as if that'll let you hear better, trying to find sounds where you can. You're not sure if it's the silence of your breath or if the figure outside just raised their voice, but the next words ring through clear. Show them all something special. Huh? Huh? What? In a hushed tone, you repeat the words aloud. Show them all something special. Show them all something special. What did it mean? Was the killer... It did sound eerily similar to the bizarro call you had earlier. So by special, did they mean another body? As you were starting to piece the puzzle together, in the moonlight, you spot a flash of color, brown, and as you notice that flash, you also spot what you think is someone looking straight at you. You start to hide again. This time, it'll probably be best to sleep the entire night. At least nobody will kill you in a cabin full of people. Okay. Interesting. We're gonna be adding this in. Yeah, pulls up a crucifix. Maybe stay away from the campground swell. You might not know where you'll uncover. Okay. All right, that was good. I like the intrigue. I like the intrigue. Just like a couple of minor complaints that I have is, like I said, with the what is being chosen to like be described and being said. And then I think the other one for me was like the transitions between backgrounds. Like there are times like, oh, I think this background should be shown earlier, or when it's like changing the time of day, I think maybe there should be like, oh, you're dissolving to black, or there's like a very slow dissolve into like from the daytime to the nighttime. It really kind of depends on what you want to do. Both are very valid. But I found like I just found sometimes the transitions to be abrupt. But that's just me. But no, that was good. I'm looking forward to a more Camp Noir whenever the rest of it releases. The story and especially the music and like the entire like aesthetic, very good, very, very good.